Hi guys, this is my submission for JavaScript widget for box plots Cloud Spokes challenge, where we had to create a visual representation of JSON file which includes the data about box plots. So intended look was something like that, and I'm just gonna go to my submission and to show you what I've done. What I've done is I read the JSON file which shows us that all the dimensions which we can draw on the quadrants. We can draw each dimension on a specific quadrant, and if there's a 1 or 2, the quadrants are pretty big, and if there's more, we get this kind of picture. We can of course see the quadrants info by hovering with the mouse over them. You can see their name, height, width, and total area. We can also change the quadrant with, actually, if we just move it over. And if the quadrant already exists, the system tells us that we cannot put another quadrant, another dimension on the same quadrant. So this one is this, let's say this one. Okay, we can also remove it, and we can see it gets instantly redrawn and resized to appropriate position. We can then again change it and add some quadrants add some dimensions to the quadrants. Everything is dynamic and it reads raw instantly. Here's a slider which slides through the array by percentage and shows us the quadrants in each size. It's again dynamic. We can add and change quadrants by dimensions as we go. And there's one neat feature that I added. We can actually press play and play the actual animation, how the quadrants change through time. This is also dynamic. We can remove the quadrant, we can add another one, we can change it, we can do whatever we want with it, we can stop it, or otherwise it stops itself when it comes to the end. So for removing quadrants, user just has to pull out the dimension out of the quadrant, and then it can repopulate with whatever quadrants he wants. So this is basically it. We can also see that the information about quadrants are totally dynamic. Also, we can also move this slider around and see this nice animation. It's quite fun to play around with. We can add and move and remove and stop it. We also have, if we go through the code a little bit, we also can change the quadrant size, and it will be, the dimensions are dynamic, so basically we get the same ratios as we would with the bigger quadrant size. Maybe here it looks a little bit weird because the padding is the same as it was with the bigger quadrants. So if we change it back, but we can change the padding also. So you go the code, we can change the padding to, I don't know, let's say 5, and we're gonna get quadrants very neatly together like this. We can also see this solution works in Internet Explorer with the animations and everything, also dynamic, and Firefox. There are a couple of issues with the Safari because it doesn't support, it does support, but version 5.17 has some issues with dropping elements on another element, and it doesn't work. Not even the examples from Apple itself, they don't work on their Safari version. If we want to include our solution to, let's say, example page, we have here prepared some example page. It's very easy to do so. We just have to copy our files to the file system. we copied the JS folder also because we have jQuery in it, but we don't need it if we already had the jQuery. And we just have to change the index file. We just added this part is important. It contains all the elements needed for our widget to work, and also we have to add the scripts. So if we just insert this and change to our CSS, we can see that this example page instantly changed to our working widget for box plots. Browser. I won't go through the code because it's quite a lot of it, but I try to comment where it's not clear. And also we have a couple of settings for colors and default frames and stuff like that on the top, but everything is contained into one folder. So it also contains the README for more specific instructions, and I think that is it.